Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News. The Bay of Plenty Regional Council has ended its financial year with a $3.4 million operating surplus. A small group of locals protest social welfare reforms, and Te Arawa are preparing to celebrate achievement and recognise success at the Te Arawa Awards. The Bay of Plenty Regional Council has ended its financial year with a surplus. The council has adopted its annual report, recording an operating surplus of $3.4 million compared with a budget deficit of $4.3 million, giving a variation of $7.7 million. However, it increased its overall non-cash surplus to $29.7 million due to an accounting adjustment following a re-evaluation of the liability the council has for shares issued in a previous year. Regional Council Chairman John Cronin says that despite an increased workload and the grounding of the RENA, Bay of Plenty Regional Council still delivered on its major projects, including progressing its major programs for Rotorua Lakes and Tauranga Harbour. A summary and full annual report are available on the Regional Council's website, boprc.govt.nz. And a small group of locals joined in the national protest last Friday aimed at opposing the government's social welfare reforms. Protest organiser Paul Blair says the reforms are demoralising and degrading for people.
The legislation that's been brought in turns the Social Security Act into something that reads like the Crimes Act. They're drug testing beneficiaries, they're work testing them, they're location testing them, they're relationship testing them.
Now there's going to be some people sitting at home thinking this is okay. What do you say to that?
Well, it's not okay. We're all in this together. We're all beneficiaries of the state that we live in. We're all taxpayers. We all pay GST or PAYE. We're all in this together, and we want people who have got jobs to think about the 12.5% of the population in this country, 12.5% who rely solely on social security payments.
Rotorua personality Kingy Biddle wants to recreate the good old days in the city by planning a massive shared lunch at Kudo Park. The Te Arawa FM DJ and friends Donna Waka, Arthur Smith and Donna Jamison say they wanted people to enjoy the community spirit they enjoyed when growing up in Rotorua, so have named the shared lunch event Breaking Bread. The theme will be summer hats, and Kingy Biddle says we want people to come along, sit down and break some bread with their neighbour. He says we're asking people to cook just a little more than they need to so they can share with others. For more information on the shared lunch, email Mr Biddle on breakthebread512@gmail.com. The Royal New Zealand Ballet will perform their end-of-year production of Giselle in Rotorua on December the 5th. Artistic Director Ethan Stiefel will co-produce the season of Giselle with Johan Coburg, the internationally acclaimed principal dancer of London's Royal Ballet. Giselle will premiere in Wellington on the 7th of November ahead of a 7-centre tour. And the Royal New Zealand Ballet will celebrate their 60th birthday next year with a tour of the iconic ballet Swan Lake. For more information, visit nzballet.org.nz. And in sport tonight, Te Arawa are preparing to celebrate achievement and recognise success this weekend at the Te Arawa Awards. The awards have 3 categories: Youth Achievement, Iwi Awards and the Sports Awards. Organiser Stephen Temone says this year's nominees in the Sports Awards represent a diverse range of sports.
There are a diverse number of sports, including gymnastics, rugby league, some of the more popular sports out there, but then also things such as boxing, hockey, swimming, lots of different sports.
Now with the Sports Award there's 8 different categories. Can you just go a little bit more further into that?
Yep. Once again we've got 8 categories, starting off with our Team of the Year, and we've got one nominee for that, which is quite high calibre as well. We've also got Services to Sports, as well as Services to Sports we have our sports person with the disabilities, and then we've got our Coach of the Year. On top of Coach of the Year we have Junior Sportswoman and Junior Sportsman of the Year, and to cap it all off we've got our Senior Sportswoman and Senior Sportsman categories.
More on the Te Arawa Awards in tonight's City News programme. To your weather now, Rotorua, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, fine spells with northwesterlies, an overnight low of 6. Tomorrow Wednesday, fine spells, period of morning showers. Westerly winds with a high of 16 and a low of 7. Looking out to Thursday, fine weather with southwest breezes, a high of 17 and a low of 3. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua for Wednesday. Westerly rising to 15 knots in the morning, waves less than half a metre, some morning showers then fine. And don't forget for program listings and other info, check out our website tvrotorua.co.nz. And still to come tonight on City News, we have more on the Te Arawa Awards with Stephen Timoni. Alan Solomon talks to Tanya Short about the weekend's 10-year birthday event at Rave. And Wayne Douglas reports from Friday night's Westpac Business Excellence Awards.